I've been to Jazzahead, I think about 4 times now, and come here mainly to meet people and to hear music. It's quite a big investment of time, and it's very exhausting as an experience. You're on duty from the moment you wake up to the moment you fall asleep at about 3 a.m. There's a lot of music to consume, there's a lot of people vying for your attention, and it takes quite a lot of skill to avoid getting into conversations that last longer than about 5 minutes. But it's a very useful platform for meeting people and finding things you don't know and finding more about what you'd like to know more about.
I've been coming to Jazzahead for the third time, I think now, and maybe fourth. I'm doubting actually, but yeah, it's now only one day this year, but still worthwhile, I think.
So, if you had, what would be your number one tip for a musician coming to Jazzahead for the first time?
My number one tip would be to build relationships and not to try and score gigs. So really trying to meet new people, because these people are around, these are all jazz enthusiasts. So, let's talk about things we love.
I have been to Jazzahead 2 times. Last year it was the first time, and then I was just listening all the concerts and looking what is happening around, and this was all really interesting. My advice would be for people who come here not to be maybe too aggressive. I mean, you can do the flyers and things, but the best thing you can do here is just to communicate and not to only present yourself, but to get new ideas from other people. I think this is important.
If you expect a lot, you will be disappointed. Just have to go with the flow, or just go and shake some hands and think, what is this stupidity I'm doing now? Shake this hand from these people. But I think it's a matter of time. Then your name stays stuck in the head from somebody, and then you have a contact 2 years, 3 years later, and after that it's great, and it happens slowly. I think patience is the word.
Don't be afraid of speaking to everybody, because even if it's not the person that you're pitching your interest, he's going to refer you to somebody that really can help you in a way, or at least some interesting contact. So don't be shy and take advantage of the every second that you are here.
I'm Peter Dimitrov from Sofia, Bulgaria. I'm running my own A to Jazz festival since last 8 years. This is my first time at Jazzahead in Bremen. I'm really surprised that I met a lot of people, the different people, artists and export offices and agents, also a really legendary agents and managers, and yeah, I'm expecting to see also Luigi, which is
Party tonight.
yes, party tonight. And Italian guy, so sweet guy, and yeah. So this is the most important thing here for me is networking.
Yeah, the key thing is that you seek for a personal relationship with people, and be interested in their personal things, in their affairs, and keep in mind that all those bookers here get 200 CDs a day and 5,000 mails a day, and they feel stalked all the time. So you have to find a different way of communicating.
Yeah, the best tip I would give is to be yourself and well, in a way, prepare well, but don't prepare too much, because there's a lot not to be expected and you might be overwhelmed for the first time. So talk to your friends that have already been there, to tell them to share their experience, and try to look up on the internet the people that you want to meet in advance and try to send them emails so you can actually book a slot. If they don't get to your meeting, don't panic, because that's what happens. Sometimes people are late because they're in another meeting. Doesn't mean they don't like you. Just keep on doing what you do, and don't come only for one time. Just do it 3-4 times until you get it.
So the one thing I will do is try to be on the same level than the people you are talking to, but because often you are like artists and you want something from the booker, and the booker feels that pressure, and it's great to perhaps to speak just on a human level, because the first thing is the first person you meet is a human being, and not a booker, and everybody's coming to them and said, I'm so good and I want to play in your festival, and they are just overloaded with that. So you have to touch them, I think, on a human level, just speaking.
My number one tip for people coming here is don't schedule all your agenda before coming, because it's always better to be some free here to surf the wave. Maybe you meet someone that you didn't expect it to be very interesting. If you have a lot of meetings, then you have to cut that meeting to go to another one, and it's better to be a little bit free. And finally, you have enough time to meet everyone. And also, you can meet all the people in one year, but that's my tip. Don't plan too much the thing. Just come and surf the wave here.
You have to show an interest for what they do. You have to know what they do, because if you know what they do, they will feel, I feel respected, because some people sometimes don't know, and what you do, and it's like for a special situation. So you have to know your subject, and then they feel the respect, and you have to be critic too. You can be critic. I like what you're doing, but this I don't like, because the people are critic with musicians too. So I think musician can be critical with everybody. So that's this balance, the position of being demanding for gigs and stuff. Try to be on that normal level.
If you're coming here as a promoter, I think preparation in advance. Do a little bit of research by doing some background listening first, just to make sure you're attending the right kind of showcases, you're investing your time wisely. Because it is possible to see almost everything, but that leaves you completely exhausted and you get ear fatigue quite easily. So if you can do a little bit of listening in advance, just for a couple of minutes, just to make sure you're investing your time at the right events that are going to be useful to you.
I would say my number one tip for coming to Jazzahead would be just to stay relaxed and do your homework and enjoy when you play.
I'm Nicole, I'm a saxophonist, composer, and I'm the founder of a music business conference, Sophia. Exactly.
What would be your one tip for an artist coming to Jazzahead for the first time? One tip.
One tip is just to say to everybody hello.
Lovely, thanks.
So my advice to all newcomers to Jazzahead is to keep smiling, to not be afraid to be so open to all people, to find the best way to have an open conversation to the people, and don't forget, promote yourself. Hello, this is Peter. I'm coming from Bulgaria. I'm proud with my festival or with my artists. They're this and that and that. So this is the best way, I think.